Men of Achievement 1974. This week's Man of Achievement 1974 is Thomas Matthew Ronan from Perth in Australia, writer of Mileskin Midas and recipient of the Australian Commonwealth Jubilee Literary Prize 1952. Men of Achievement 1974.
Men of Achievement 1974 there, regular feature. And remember, any of you can nominate a Man of Achievement 1974 for a future show. But remember, in order to qualify, they must appear in this book, Men of Achievement 1974.
Men of Achievement 1974. This week's Man of Achievement 1974 is John Anderson, Professor of Mechanical Engineering at the University of Minnesota. In 1969, he organized the National Conference on Personal Rapid Transit, and he lists his hobbies as music, golf, and tennis. Men of Achievement 1974.
Oh yeah, and don't forget you can still send in your own nomination for a Man of Achievement 1974, as long as your nomination is a man who achieved something in 1974 and then paid for himself to appear in this book, Men of Achievement 1974. Do you remember 1974?
Yeah, fairly recent, that.
Did you achieve anything in 1974?
Not that I can recall.
Well, here's someone who did.
Good link.
Thanks.
Good link.
Men of Achievement 1974. This week's Man of Achievement 1974 is Paul Eugene Barry. In 1953, he became the cost accountant for the Buick Motor Division in Michigan and has a letter of commendation for bravery in action during World War II. Men of Achievement 1974.
Men of Achievement 1974 there. Don't forget you can send in your own nomination for that fascinating item, which will continue to be in the show every week until you like it. You understand?
He's giving me a Chinese burn shoe.
Go to the next.
Burping in my face.
Go to the next item. Men of Achievement 1974.
He's back. Say it. He made the smell.
Men of Achievement 1974. This week's Man of Achievement 1974 is Robin Nelson Dudding. Robin is an editor from Hastings in New Zealand and is married to Lois Yvonne Miller. They have one son and 5 daughters. If you are interested in knowing more about Robin Nelson Dudding, he is also listed in Who's Who in New Zealand. Men of Achievement 1974.
Look at that. Awful. That's the French. That's the French for you, Stu.
Men of Achievement 1974 there, proving to be perhaps the least popular regular strand of the show. Not entertaining and of minimal educational value.
But we will be carrying on doing it, whatever happens.
Until it gets its own series.
Men of Achievement 1974. This week's Man of Achievement 1974 is Anthony A. Mirto, a city planner from Connecticut. Author of No Refuse Refused, he is a president of Waterburg Municipal Administrators Association. He enjoys woodworking. Men of Achievement 1974. Men of Achievement 1974. This week's Man of Achievement 1974 is Mauritz Adolf Jaendorf, an Austrian author and dentist. His published works include Pie and the Tart, First Book of Puppets, and Noodlehead Stories from Around the World. His hobbies include making wine from flowers. Men of Achievement 1974.
Now it's time for the part of the show that everyone's calling Moansfer.
Men of Achievement 1974. This week's Man of Achievement 1974 is Tawny Otto Nahl, a clergyman from Indiana. Author of Move On, Youth and Making Good as Young Couples, he is married to France Marie Mahaji. Men of Achievement 1974. Men of Achievement 1974. This week's Man of Achievement 1974 is Harold Warner Munn from Massachusetts. He worked as the office manager for Stoker Ladd Heating and is the author of The Werewolf of Pankot. His hobbies include witchcraft and demonology. Men of Achievement 1974.